Hello everyone, I'm Michelle, I'm the Contentment Guide, and this video is about the new moon in Aquarius. This is occurring on the 10th of Feb at around 1 a.m. in the morning in Africa and Europe, and on the 9th of Feb if you are further west, and later in the day on the 10th if you are further east on the planet. So this is definitely a new moon of change. But before we get into it, I'm going to welcome you. I'm going to ground us all and bring us into the moment. I'm going to play my bell. Oh, that sound going through my body always just really brings me into the moment, to be really present. So thank you for being here. There's going to be 3 parts to this. The one is the astrology. The one is I Ching reading I did by throwing some coins for this new moon. And then the third part is a tarot card I pulled for this new moon. And then at the end, there's also a surprise. So please get involved. Please like, please share, please comment. It helps my channel to grow and I really appreciate it. So this brings us to the new moon in Aquarius. And firstly, I want to say, if you still don't know where Aquarius falls in your chart, please go to a free website like astroseek.com and fill in your details and see which house Aquarius is for you. I use whole sign houses, and I just find them to be the most accurate. And yeah, find your house or your place of where Aquarius falls, because there is so much happening in Aquarius right now that it would be very valuable to know where this falls in your chart, because during Feb we're going to have a whole stellium of planets all coming together in Aquarius. And the new thing that is happening this month is that there are conjunctions between Mercury and Pluto, Mars and Pluto, Venus and Pluto. So there's a whole lot of new seeds being planted in this area of your chart. So on this new moon, the sun and the moon will be at 21 degrees of Aquarius, and the most prominent aspect is that the sun and moon is making a square to Uranus in Taurus. So the Uranus energy can be a bit volatile, and there can be a lot of change and sudden changes of direction happening. So to me, this is the most important part of this new moon, is that you may think you have a plan, but there may very well be a complete change of direction because of new realizations, new ways of seeing things. And where Pluto is involved, things coming to light, because we are now working with Pluto. So there's this definite perception of things that we could not see in our conscious mind, or perceived before that are rising up and coming to light. And so this can definitely cause changes in direction. So during this new moon, there's also a sextile between Jupiter in Taurus and Saturn in Pisces. And I've talked about this in a short before. So there's definitely a sense that we are a little bit conflicted between Jupiter and Saturn, because Saturn wants to bring stability and consistency, and it kind of holds back a bit, it tones things down a bit, and Jupiter wants to bring that sense of expansion. So there's very much a sense right now that we are having to hold that contradiction inside our bodies. Like, I would almost say do a meditation and ask to be guided, to become more sensitive to when to say yes, when to say no, when to contract, when to expand. This is a dance we're very much dancing right now, trying to figure out this balance in ourselves, in the world, in our bodies, in our minds, in our spirituality. So very, very much pay attention to this and ask to be guided in this direction. So we've just passed a period of, on the 5th of Feb, where Mercury would have entered Aquarius. I'm filming this on the 4th of Feb. So on the 5th of Feb, Mercury is going to enter Aquarius, or would have entered Aquarius. And at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it meets up exactly with Pluto. This is Africa time, so please adjust for where you are in the world. So again, Mercury is our mind. It's how we think, it's how we communicate, it's commerce, it's how we trade. And Pluto is that energy that governs the unconscious, the underground, things that are not yet seen, and Pluto brings it out to be seen. So you could have already had, since the Pluto and Mercury meeting, a lot of new ways of thinking and things you didn't previously see coming to light. And this could already have built up to where we are now with the new moon, where you're just seeing things completely differently to where you even saw them a few weeks ago. So this is very dynamic, and yeah, we just have to be really open to changes of direction at this time, and hold that energy inside ourselves. So then straight after the new moon on the 13th of Feb, Mars is also entering Aquarius. And then on the 14th of Feb, around about 8:30 in the morning, Mars is going to meet up exactly with Pluto. So Mars-Pluto can be a little bit more volatile, because Mars is that energy of charging. It can be the energy of cutting. It can be an energy of conflict. And this is happening on Valentine's Day. So please be mindful. Please be aware. I mean, it can be, on the positive side, a very passionate energy. But it can bring conflict. And yeah, just be aware of this. Then on the 16th of February, we are then moving into the first quarter moon. So the seeds that were planted at the new moon would already be germinating, and you would be seeing something that would have started growing from the 10th to the 16th. and at the first quarter moon, there's going to be some results and some more awareness about the direction that you are moving in. So then also on the 16th of Feb, Venus is entering Aquarius. So can you see why I'm saying there's just so much happening in Aquarius this month? And then on the 17th of Feb, around about 11 a.m. in the morning, again Africa time, Venus will be exactly meeting up with Pluto. So this is also interesting after Valentine's Day, because Venus is to do with love, it's to do with beauty, it's our desires, it's what we are drawn to. And again, Pluto is going to bring things up out of the subconscious mind that were not seen before and bring them to light. And these could be uncomfortable things. They could also be amazing things, but usually with Pluto and the way that it transforms our lives, it can be a bit more challenging until we come out the other side and see things now in a completely different way and realize things we haven't realized before. So yes, again, just really cultivate mindfulness this month. There's going to be a lot of change and a lot of things coming to light that we didn't see before. And you could almost feel that from the new moon to the next full moon, you've had a complete change of mind, a complete change of direction. So yes, very, very interesting times we are living in. So this brings me to the I Ching reading I did. I threw the coins and I got a hexagram 64, which is called transition, and it had a changing line which changed it to hexagram 38, which is opposition or polarities. So hexagram 64 is interesting. It says you are on the verge of breaking through, about to cross a river and overcome an obstacle. Accumulate your physical, mental, and emotional energy. Be humble and take your time. Do not be over enthusiastic at this new moon. Don't move too soon. Hold back a little bit if you're feeling unsure. And only act when you get to that place of seeing what your next step is. And this is again that Saturn, Jupiter being in the play at the moment, of really seeing when to stop and when to move. There is a creative tension and the situation is already changing. So then the first line changes the hexagram to 38, which is polarity. Again, that stepping forward, holding back, when to say yes, when to say no. And it says, 38 says, small things are very important. Every detail matters right now. Contemplate both sides of the situation before moving. Cultivate mindfulness. Be open to things out of the ordinary occurring. Sudden new insights, change of direction, and new ways of seeing and understanding things. And this hexagram 38, it just totally reflects that energy of Uranus. Uranus squaring this new moon is going to bring things that are unexpected, that we didn't see before, changes of direction, changes of mind, changes of heart. So again, cultivate that mindfulness, because I think we're all gonna need it, and we're all gonna feel better and just move better through all of these changes by being more mindful in this situation. So after the I Ching, I also pulled a tarot card for this new moon, and again, it couldn't be more perfect. The Tower. And just like I think with Uranus, often people are a little bit scared of what the Tower represents. But for me, I truly believe and know in my heart from my own experiences that every single energy and every single planet and placement has its positive and negative aspects. So I also see the Tower, because I've seen this in my own life. Yes, you can see the lightning bolt there, which is Uranus. You can see things breaking, you can see people falling. And yes, it can be very sudden to go into a strange thing you didn't expect. And at the same time, it can be something that is actually setting you free. So there's definitely both these energies to consider, is that, you know, sudden change takes us by surprise, and yet usually how the universe works is that even by sudden unexpected things, we are in the end moved into the right direction and set free from things that were not working for us anymore. So yes, I love this card. I love that the Tower represents Uranus so accurately. And again, yes, a call for mindfulness, because change is upon us. So the surprise I wanted to mention at the end of the video is that for the next couple of videos, I'm going to do a lucky draw. So if you leave a comment on this video, you could win a free natal chart reading. This is a 1-hour reading, and I love to give these because they are so wonderful to get to know yourself and see a bit about where your life is going. So please comment if you would like to win a free reading, and also please comment and let me know what is happening in your life at this new moon. Thank you for being here, and see you next time.